Hey guys, Paul here from CrossFit Hurstville. We're going to explain and demonstrate to you today how to correctly and safely perform a burpee. So a burpee, a really common movement in all types of training, but like all other movements that we teach, it needs to be done correctly so that you're not putting yourself at risk of injury. So to not put yourself at risk of injury, you need to make sure you don't do two things. Number one, don't hyperextend your back when you're coming off the ground. And number two, don't land on your toes. Make sure you land on flat feet so you're in a safe jumping position to finish your burpee, okay? So what do I mean by that? First thing, hyperextension of the back. I'm referring to that movement before we come off the ground, and landing on your toes. What do I mean by that? I mean landing on your toes, okay? So to show you what you should be doing, side on, chest hits the ground, come up in safe position before you extend, and front on, chest hits the ground, come up in a safe position and extend, okay? So they're the two main things to avoid when you're doing burpees to make sure that it's safe. Another little tip that I like to give people when they're doing burpees to try to maintain a good position throughout their sets, which are usually quite large, is to use some markers on the ground. We've got 50 centimetre by 50 centimetre squares, and we use the corners of those squares to mark the position for our hands and our feet, and therefore we don't have to think too much about it as we go through our sets. So here I've got corner, corner, my hands go on the front two, my feet land on the back two, and I repeat that position throughout my set, okay? So position's really important. Making sure we're not putting unnecessary pressure on our lower back and on our knees as we're doing the movements is really important, because when we do burpees, we usually do a lot of them. And if you're doing a lot of them in a poor position, poor technique, you will eventually hurt yourself and do some damage, and we don't want that, okay? So, hope that helps, guys. Really incorporate those teaching points into your training when you're doing your burpees, and I'll see you on the next video.